All right, you guys, I'm not messing around today. It's Sunday. It's time to set the game plan for the upcoming week. Sunday's not the day that I see my account grow, but Sunday 100% is the day that I get paid for the week. Simply because I'm setting my risk parameters. I'm coming up with hypothetical situations. That way, when the market opens on Monday morning, I let the plane fly itself. It's on autopilot. I'm simply reacting to what the charts do. Here's what I'm going to be doing this week in the markets. QQQ. I don't see why we don't push up to all-time highs here. Doesn't have to happen this week. Doesn't have to happen next week. The most ideal scenario for QQQ would be some consolidation, maybe a pullback to the $700 key psych level, and start to see these moving averages work as really a short-term support under the market, pushes higher. The broad markets are strong right now, and in my opinion, this is somewhat of a risk-on type of trading environment that we've entered here. Now, things could definitely change. I could absolutely, I could flip that on a second's notice, bro. If we start to lose 700 on QQQ and we start to put in consistent lower highs, absolutely, I'd be the first person to flip bearish and to not be looking at any long setups. But right now, that's just not what the charts are telling me necessarily. So, equipment share, this is one of two stocks I bought at the end of the week. I bought it on the breakout of this little daily range here. This is a stock that's pushed from 16 up to 20 bucks, put in a tight consolidation at the major moving average. And I don't see a whole lot of overhead resistance from 20 up to 25, 27 bucks. All right, so I'm long Eqpt, asymmetric risk reward. I'll place my risk below like 1970, 1980 dollars and cents, that is. Qmco, this is another one I bought last week. Looking to target 13 with the bulk of the position. Take some runners to 1450. Take the last bit of my position up to all-time highs at 18. Well, 52-week highs, that is. I think this thing's gone higher before. But Qmco, why am I trading this? Well, you guys know the strategy. Strong move. Stock puts in a strong move from 8 bucks to 16. It doubles. Stock consolidates. Builds a tight daily range. Breaks out of the tight daily range and rides the moving averages higher. I'm bullish on Qmco. I'm risking low a day on Friday. 1150, 1175, that range. I get stopped out if we push below there. This one's been kind of frustrating. I've been getting long, trying to buy this thing every day since Wednesday, just to see it take out low of day. I get stopped out, have to buy it back. I don't care. Small loss. It's a small loss. Whenever I am able to catch the trend on this, I'm able to hold it and take a big winner when it is to go higher. So Qmco, I'm long. I like the look here as we start to curl up above the major moving averages with small resistance above. So those are the two charts that I'm in right now. Eqpt, equipment share, Quantum, Qmco. Just trade ideas, not financial advice. You guys know how I roll. This is a day trade idea, strictly. MU. I made majority of my profits this year off. Well, not this year. I made a majority of my profits this summer off of two stocks. The first is Lucid. The second is MU. MU is just it's really just an ideal name for options traders. Why is that? Well, MU moves. Bro, it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to tell that MU moves. Look at this thing. Daily range is insane. It moves, bro. It moves up, it moves down, it follows technical analysis. And this is the tightest little triangle consolidation we've seen in MU in quite some time. Ideal scenario for me, I'll go to TradingView, show you guys what's up. Ideal scenario for me would be for us to break this 930 level early in the day, whether that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't care what day it is. I want to see us break that 930 range, preferably in the morning, put in some sort of, pullback consolidation base, and then curl up and break the opening range highs. I could visualize a speed up all the way to potentially $1,000 in MU. A move of, 80, 70 points, definitely 50 points is not out of the question in the span of a few hours or even a day. That's the move I'd like to capitalize on MU. It could break to the downside, see a speed up. Not as interested in taking that trade with you guys. But MU, I like the way it's setting up here for a day trade possibility. All right, the last stock here is CRWD, CrowdStrike. This is a cybersecurity play. Cybersecurity is fundamentally it's in a beautiful spot. We're talking about companies with growing revenue, growing profit. Their retention, their customer retention is through the roof. These things have, really clear skies ahead of them and a lot of room to run. CRWD, I can't buy it here. I wish I bought it off the 50-day. Whatever. Who cares? There's always more opportunities. Now I've got to be patient for it to pull back, build a tight base, maybe run into this green EMA 20 to provide a secondary setup for me to get in. But CRWD, guys, it's just chart history. Nothing's new under the sun, especially in the stock market. All we're looking at here is group psychology over and over again. And people act the same fucking way, bro. I mean, that's not news. You guys know that. People act the same way when exposed to the same type of conditions. So group think that's all that these chart patterns are. They're just visualizing it. So how the groups think. Intel, look at this setup. Tell me it's not the same. If I put them side by side for you guys. Tell me that this setup right here is not the same setup that we just saw on CRWD. I mean, come on. It's all that I do, guys. It's just pattern. It's just pattern recognition. Okay, so what do we do in Intel? We pushed higher. We built a tight base. And then we doubled in the stock. It's not rocket scientist. But the patient trader wins. You can't chase it. Now, I did trade Intel on this breakout of this daily range right here. And made some solid returns on options. I feel like it'd be chasing CRWD at this point to catch it at 200. I'd like to see it put in a tight, flag pattern consolidation. This one would be A+. If we saw something like that, if we see something like I just drew up for you right there, if we get some candles, Monday we get like a pullback day, and then, we kind of start stair-stepping our way up here. Yeah, bro, CRWD is A+. It's got potential to blow off to 250 and over. So it's top of the radar for me. It's not actionable just quite yet, but it's a pattern that I have a lot of interest in and investment in. So that's what's up, guys. That's the game plan for the upcoming week. Time to lock in, time to always protect your risk and protect your capital. But when the market's hot like it is now, you're going to see me dialed in on the screens a little bit more. You're going to see me take a little bit more of a risk-on approach. That's what's up, guys. If you got any value from this, drop a like, hit me with a comment. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing these for free. I do. I want to help people. But, I can provide content to you guys that's not on actionable setups. I like to do a little more back testing, show you guys how you can find these setups on your own. Because just because I'm trading it doesn't mean that this is something that you should be popping in and taking action on right away. I mostly do these videos so I can listen to them at night and remind myself what my game plan is. And I would urge you, my friend, to do the exact same thing. Just like I would urge you to go in and make a documents, a folder, a database of past stock setups, just like I did here with Intel. I'd like you to do that. I think that's only going to sharpen your edge, and it's going to help you learn to find these setups on your own. So that's all I got for you guys today. Peace. I'll talk to you guys later in the week.